G'day Trendsetter, Stuart here, and today I want to tell you a little story about beans or little bean seeds. Also, at the end of this video, I harvested some garlic yesterday, day before, so I'm just going to add that little clip right at the end if you want to check that out. And that'll be at the end of the video. But bean seeds, so I harvested these guys myself. The story is I'd planted several different varieties of beans last year, and beans are pretty much beans as far as I'm concerned, but there was this one bush. When I'm talking beans, I'm talking about little bush beans, not the climbing beans. So I had there's one little bush, and the beans on it, like I always eat them, pick them off the bush and eat them raw. And this one bush was just seemed a little bit sweeter and tastier than all the others. Anyhow, as time went on, it suddenly dawned on me that maybe I should try and save the seeds from this particular bush. By the time I'd made this decision, it was at the end of its life cycle. It was covered in scale, and there was two scungy little beans left on it. Anyhow, I got them to go through and dry, and I ended up with 4 of the tiniest little bean seeds I've ever seen. I thought, well, I've got nothing to lose. So before it got too cold last season, I bought them and I planted them up in a pot, and they grew. I had 4 healthy little bean seeds. Anyhow, a cat or a possum or something come along and knocked one of them over, and it dried out and died. So I had 3 little bean bushes left. So I planted them up to bigger pots, put them in a nice sunny spot, because we were moving into late autumn, which is a bit late for beans around here. Anyhow, the end of the story is that the 3 bean bushes I had did grow, did produce beans, pods, beans, and the pods, they dried, and I got these. And I've been waiting ever since. So that was May earlier this year. I've been waiting ever since to plant them and see if the seeds that I saved will reproduce the same sweetness that bush had. And today's the day. I'm planting the beans. So I've got a row over here, which I'll show you in a minute. All I've done, like all my garden beds here have been dug and worked over the years. I added a couple of handfuls of the Rooster Booster, the composted pelletized chook manure, and a bucket of compost. The other thing I want to mention is that with things like beans and peas, what else, tomatoes, anything that flowers, technically a fruit, it doesn't hurt to add a little bit of sulfate of potash. This stuff basically encourages root growth, but also the formation of flowers. So I'll add, you don't need a lot, I'll just add a small half a handful to my row, and I'll plant my bean seeds. So here we go. Now what do I want to say? Oh, I'm just going to sprinkle this. That's the sulfate of potash. That's all it needs. Doesn't need a lot. Now, this one other thing I wanted to mention, next to radish, beans have to be possibly the next easiest veggie that you'll grow in the garden that I know of. Now all we need is to plant them about 1 inch deep, which will be the end of my knuckle, and about 4 inches, you can't see me, about 4 inches apart. Just push it down in the ground. One. Some people plant 2. These are really fresh seeds, so I'm expecting nearly 100% strike rate. I'm not going to worry about putting 2 in each hole. Also, for me here, I only need 3 or 4 bushes of bean seed, so that the extras that I'm planting in the row will be so as I can harvest the pods and have more seeds. My only hope is that they taste as sweet as the one I had last year. There you are. Job done. Now, if you've got any questions or queries, comments, I'd love to hear from you. If you found this video at all interesting or informative, hit the like button. Facebook seems to like that sort of thing. It helps me grow the channel. Subscribe. Always appreciative of every new subscribers I get. I think I hit 82 just the other day, so that means I've got 918 to go. So everyone helps. Anyhow, that's it for today. Hang around for the little video harvesting, the garlic harvesting video, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers. Thanks for watching. Hooey! Get a load of this. I just harvested the garlic, and man, these guys are enormous. Super happy. I don't know what the variety is. 2 years ago I walked into a grocery store and I bought a couple of cloves of Australian garlic, and I've been planting it ever since. They're just gorgeous, and oh, if only you could smell it. You're missing out. But that's 5 metre and a bit rows harvested. Ooh-wee. I just thought I'd show you this on the way out of the veggie garden. This is the little asparagus patch, and it's really just starting to fire. So it will be scrambled eggs and asparagus for me tonight. There's another one just over, a little patch there, and another one just there. Woohoo!